Hi, my name is Catherine Page and I'm a psychology student at the University of New England. I'd like to talk to you today about habit behaviours. Have you ever bitten your nails? Have you bitten them so excessively that they've bled or pulled back from the skin? Do you feel stuck in the habit of doing this, and have you tried to stop before unsuccessfully? If what I describe sounds like you, or you have another excessive habit in mind, I hope to help you overcome this behaviour starting today with a set of strategies called habit reversal therapy. Today I'll share with you some of the practical information that I have learned in my recent behaviour modification unit. Nail biting, like many habits, can cause social embarrassment, pain, and impact on many areas of your day-to-day life. Let's look practically at some of the steps involved in habit reversal therapy so you can gain control of the habit and get started on changing it today. The first step is awareness. You need to know all about the behaviour if you're going to change it. What situations might trigger you to bite your nails? Are there any particular people that you're around or emotions that you feel where the next thing you know you're chewing away? Maybe it's something you catch yourself doing as you're watching TV, or maybe it's that uneven nail that you just can't ignore. Before you change the behaviour, you will simply need to observe your habits. You can do this for about a week, and we're going to call this a baseline week, to get a good overview of the nail biting episodes. So grab a pen and a notebook, or use the notes on your smartphone, and record the following details every time you catch yourself engaging in the habit. Start with the date, time, location, and who you're with. Then you'll need to write down how you felt before you bit your nails and what was happening. Then how you felt afterwards and what was happening. You can also use this time to add any personal reflections in a comments column. After the week, you can then look back and see if there are any times, situations, people, events, or emotions that reoccur and trigger the nail biting behaviour for you. Now that you're aware of when you are triggered to bite your nails, we want to start to get some strategies in place to reduce and eliminate the unwanted behaviour. Relaxation can benefit you at this stage as you change the behaviour, especially if you noted feelings of stress in your baseline week. Implementing relaxation techniques can help you attempt to gain control of your nail biting as you get that stress level down, maybe through exercise, meditation, deep breathing, to name a few. That will calm you down, clear your head, and then you can focus on successfully carrying out the strategies that I'm going to share with you today. The next thing you're going to do is choose an action called a competing response. The purpose of the competing response is to make the nail biting physically impossible. You'll need to use the same muscles or part of the body, and in the case of nail biting, that's your hand. So this action will compete with the habit action. If you choose an unrelated competing response, such as wriggling your toes to stop nail biting, your nails would still be free to put in your mouth, and your competing response didn't really compete or win. So you will need a response that's going to put up a good fight. Many of you might be in settings or professions where you need a discrete competing response. It is also beneficial to have one that can be carried out quickly and simply at any time or place. An ideal competing response for nail biting is to make a fist. You are going to use the same muscles, and you can't bite your nails if you can't put them in your mouth. Hold this for a while, up to a few minutes, until the urge passes if need be. Don't try and do this all on your own. Share your goals with those around you. Social support will help you stick to the steps of habit reversal therapy. Husbands, wives, girlfriends, boyfriends, family, friends, co-workers, they can all help you along by reminders and encouragement. This can also be useful if some of the people were involved in the initial trigger of the nail biting. Get them on board to help you change the habit. Share your achievements with them and let them praise you if they see you doing your competing response and reducing the amount of nail biting episodes. Also, ask them to help remind you to use your competing response for the times you might accidentally start to bite those nails again without being aware. Do you feel like changing your nail biting habit is now achievable? Can you see yourself pain-free, the embarrassment of the bitten and bleeding nails gone? What you feel is your internal motivation. You can vision yourself achieving your goal, For others, you might be thinking, I've tried everything, good luck getting this to work, I just can't do it. So whatever you feel or believe about yourself, you'll need to have the motivation to stick to this. And the great news is that even if you aren't feeling very hopeful on the inside at this stage, you might still be able to motivate yourself using external cues or rewards to stick to this and get some results. Deciding what you want to achieve is going to help you. You could be motivated to be pain-free, or you might want to have presentable nails for social or professional reasons. Write down some of your motivations and goals and revisit these frequently as you try to change your behavior. If you need that extra motivation, why not reward yourself, such as getting a manicure once your nails grow, or a social or recreational event? You could even pick something to do that would allow you to use your hands, such as playing cards, or treat yourself to reading a magazine, or playing a sport without the pain of the bitten nails. Remember all those triggers and situations you discovered in the awareness stage? Now is a great time to think ahead and prepare yourself to use your competing response in those settings. For example, during the baseline week, if you noted feeling stressed during work meetings and your nail biting increased during that time, you might say, today I've got a work meeting, and every time I feel the urge to bite during that meeting, I will make a fist. So now you've got your goals and motivations set, you've got your competing response at the ready, you know your triggers, and you've practiced using the competing response, either through thinking ahead to future scenarios or maybe even practicing at home. You're at the last stage of habit reversal therapy. You can now generalize and carry out this competing response in day-to-day settings and in the trigger situations. Before I leave you to get started on your baseline week, let's look quickly back at the habit reversal stages. We had awareness, get to know your behavior. Relaxation, calm and prepare yourself. Competing response, make the habit impossible. Example, making that fist for nail biting. Motivation, set yourself goals and rewards. And finally, generalization. Practice, visualize, and then carry out your competing response in the actual situation. Thank you for watching this video. I hope you found habit reversal therapy useful to your current situation and that it can help you get started and gain control over your nail biting habit, or maybe another habit that you have in mind. Good luck.